Today we're making a pop-up Halloween card. To make this you'll need cardstock, rubber cement, a craft knife, and a ruler. There will be a template in the Instructables post, but in this video I'm layering colored cardstock. To start, I cut off a 3-inch strip of cardstock. I then cut the house out of the template and taped it to the leftover cardstock to trace. Using the craft knife, I cut out the house with as much detail as I could. I added windows once the house was cut out. Then I cut our 3-inch wide strip down to 9 inches long. After that, I folded it in half and used it to cut out a piece of green 3 inches by 4.5 inches. I then trimmed the longer side down a ½ inch. I cut out a piece of yellow cardstock and put it behind the house to show through the windows. I glued the piece in place with rubber cement. Then on one of the sides of the black piece I folded up about a 1/4 inch lip. After that I folded another crease in between the middle crease and the lip. Once the folds were in place, I glued the green piece I cut out earlier so that it was flush with the middle crease. And then before the glue dried, I worked the crease into the green piece so that it would fold properly. Next I glued the house flush to where the lip started. To make the card move, I cut out two 11-inch strips of paper. One was a ½ inch wide and the other was a 1/4 inch wide. I folded the wider piece in half and glued it with rubber cement. On the crease of the lip, I cut a small 1/4 inch slit in the middle. I then cut a ½ inch slit in the center of the middle crease. I cut this a little wider so the pull tab could fit. On the non-crease side, I glued the 1/4 inch strip in the middle towards the center crease. On the thicker strip, I folded a ½ inch tab and used rubber cement to glue it in place next to the lip. At this point I noticed that I forgot to add my moon, so I quickly cut one out of white cardstock and glued it in place behind the house. With the strips glued in place, I put the pull tab through the middle of the card, and then the track through the hole in the lip. I then folded the track onto the back of the card and trimmed it with my hobby knife. And then my last step was to glue it in place. And that's it. Pulling the tab in the back will pull the house up in the 3D. This design doesn't have to be used for just Halloween. Thanksgiving and Christmas are coming up soon. For more detailed information, check the link to the Instructables post below. More projects are in the works, so if you don't want to miss them, please subscribe. Thanks for watching and happy Halloween!